Dave Fortin reporting on this year's apple harvest, which is underway. Some growers did very well, some didn't. We'll have the reasons. Statewide, however, not really that bad a crop compared to last year. Does the harvest vary from area to area or orchard to orchard? I understand there's some difference. Is it affected by variety, where the orchards are located, or weather? Tell me a little about that.
Okay, well, we've had some of all of that. First off, coming out of the spring and winter, there's been some winter damage on some apples, and some varieties didn't make it through the May 20th frost very well. So some areas got hit with that. We have a region down by Benzie, Manistee that's very light because of that. And then we've had other damage besides that in terms of weather that's occurred. We had a storm here in August, very 100-mile-an-hour windstorm and some hail that affected a number of orchards in the area, from Sutton's Bay all the way to East Jordan and Acme area. So while we had a fairly decent crop on the average, or it was light some, but it was still decent, a lot of growers are not going to be able to harvest them for the intended purpose of fresh apples.
Now, how did Michigan fare as far as compared to last year overall?
It was fairly close. It's 24 million bushels is the estimate for Michigan, which is down about 2% from the previous year. It puts us in number 3 position U.S.-wide.
Now, at the Microbrew and Music Festival, there was a lot of hard cider being featured, local, I guess you can call them brewers. Is that affecting the market?
Well, it's starting to. There's quite an interest in microbrewing, or in the hard cider business, and it's heaven in effect in that it's using apples. It tends to use the more processing type of apples versus the popular ones for fresh. So I think it's going to grow, and sounds like it's a very strong movement, and we should see some effect as time goes on. Start slow, but then gain more impact.
Does that mean possibly certain varieties will start to be planted and grown just for that?
Very definitely. There's a lot of educational sessions right now that are talking about what varieties are the right varieties to raise for that. So it's in its initial beginning, but there's some businesses that are now pretty well established doing it and are going to be marketing wider than just locally.
These are ginger golds, which are being harvested now. Also, some Paula Reds are being harvested. These are earlier varieties. Some of the varieties ripen much later. So the apple harvest here in northwestern Michigan actually lasts until almost November 1st. In Leelanau County for My News 26, I'm Dave Fortin reporting.